Hi everyone, it's Miss Marco. Happy Mindful Monday. I'm here with my special friend. I don't know if some of you can see my dog. He wanted to participate today. And because today we're going to be talking about changes. And he's about to go through a big change next week when I go back to work in person. And he's used to having me home with him working here all day. And he's been really liking that. So he's going through a bit of a change. And when I told him that today's lesson was going to be talking about change, he said to me, I want to be there because I want to know what to do next week when there's a big change in my life. So he's going to sit with us or stand with us today for the lesson so that he can learn too. So like I said, we're all going to go through a big change next week, whether you're coming back to school in person or you're staying online. The time of the class might change, how many kids are in your class might change, and if you're going back in person, a lot is going to look different from the last time that you were at school. So when change happens, feelings come up for all of us, and this is really normal. Some of us might be excited, some of us might be happy, some of us might be feeling nervous and excited or scared. Lots of feelings come up, and feelings are great. They tell us how we're dealing with what's happening in the world. But it's important to know what to do with your feelings, because when feelings get out of control, they can take over and make it really hard to focus or do well in school. So today we're going to talk about how to make a toolbox with all your coping skills. And so, for example, if I was a construction worker building a house, I might take my toolbox to work. And if you notice, there's many tools in here, not just one. So in order to build a house, I wouldn't just take one tool and say, oh, I'm going to build a house and this is what I'm going to use and no big deal. We have to have many tools to build the house. And the same is true with our coping skills. We need to have a lot of coping skills because there might be lots of feelings that come up and lots of thoughts that come up. My dog's really paying attention now. So it's important to think to yourself, what do I do when I have big feelings? So one of the best things to do that I hope all of you put in your toolbox is some of the breathing techniques that we've practiced. So let's take a moment and do one of those right now. So we're going to all breathe in slowly through our nose. And we're going to breathe out through our mouth. That should be everyone's number one thing that they put in their toolbox. But lots of you like to do other things when you're having big feelings. Some of you have told me that you like to exercise or kick a soccer ball or go for a walk or a run. Some of you have said, I really like to draw about my feelings or write a letter to my feelings. And those are great skills that should go in your toolbox too. Now, since feelings and thoughts are invisible and nobody sees them, your toolbox is going to be invisible too. You're not going to take a big toolbox to school with you or to your room if you're staying for distance learning. But you got to tell yourself or make a list of what these skills might be. It might be listening to some music. I hope it's talking to somebody about your feelings, because when we have big feelings, it really does help to talk to somebody about them. So I hope that you take some time to think about what your coping skills are going to be. Create your imaginary coping skills box. And hopefully next week we're going to all get through this together and deal with the change. Have a good day.